Okay, so now it comes time to making our pattern for our 3-bow Bimini top. David and I have chosen our pattern medium. Dave, if you want to grab that pattern medium, him and I will start to make our pattern. We obviously have these bars. You may not pick it up in the video. We have center lines put in these bars. We've pre-cut it so that we have a rough shape. We've got a notch that's helped us with a center. I'll start first and put a clamp on the center at the front. There you go, Dave.
Just check you've got enough both sides.
So we've got, make sure we've got plenty of
here.
pattern on either side. Yep. Nothing worse than pulling a pattern off skew. All right, so I'm going to start to load this pattern up. We'll work together. Our chosen clamps are Irwin. They make the best clamp. They're a handy size, very usable, user-friendly. There are larger ones. We find this works fine. The larger one you might use on a larger piece of steel, but these work fine on the 1-inch steel. And here we are, work together. We pull our pattern out. You may see that line that's in the pattern medium here. That's where it's been folded, so disregard that. So we're just getting this frame set with our clamps. I'll grab a couple more that we've set on the side. Sorry Dave, I'll catch up. And David and I are putting a fair amount of load on this. Sorry mate, you're getting a bit ahead of me. Sorry about that. Okay. What's that measurement there, Dave? You mentioned it a second ago in regards to about 50 mil short of the top of the radius.
Corner, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to stop there with our clamps. Just going to look to make our pattern lay a little neater. So we've got our clamps set. We're 2 inches short of the radius. Dave is now going to set the front section of the Bimini top, which is quite tricky. So ideally, we want to make sure that we pull this nice and even, and we want a wrinkle-free Bimini top. So we have a clamp here. David's putting on that mid bow. Okay, and he's looking to get that shape through the radius. And this is where we're looking to get our depth.
We've got a crease
here.
We've
got a crease, unlucky.
Disregarded.
So we've now got our beautiful shape through here, which is imitating what our cover's going to look like. You can see the way that the clamps are positioned on the bar, so we're not clamping right over the bar. We've got them sideways on top, so we've got them at 0 degrees and 180 degrees, so we've got nice tension. David's got a pencil. I'll back out of the way here. You're going to mark where that cover is going to be. That's the finish line of the top piece of canvas. So when that gets onto the bench, David's going to cut his sewing allowance. He's going to cut that bigger for his sewing allowance. Just readjusting the clamp. This is exactly where the seam's going to be for the canvas. Now this seam here is dead top, and that's going to be your join line, and you can see that with that beautiful line he's got here. Unfortunately, our pattern medium has a fold through there. Okay, so we've got our side set. What we need to do is on a normal scenario when you would be on the boat, you would pick a line. David's just going to put a horizontal line. That line would be the line that you would have as a finish size or a cut size. Now, the schools vary on whether the Bimini top is flat and parallel on the sides or it has a slight arch. Personal preference. So now we're going to set the rear bar, whether it be called the rear section, the football shape, whatever it is you want to call it. It's the rear part of the canvas. Again, the marking will be on the back side, which we won't pick up on the video, but the marking will be exactly the same, which will be the finished size of the job. Not the cut size, but that pencil line denotes where the finished size is. So again, you can see David's using a technique with his left hand He's taking that gathering there, and you can see that slight little dart that's going to come out of the fabric. That's going to give you that perfect vision. I might just sneak over and just reinforce what that's doing. So you can see that the difference in the shape, just that tiny little difference like that. David's marking his finished size for his cover. When that comes off of the bench, we'll do that shortly, and we'll be able to transfer those marks from our pattern medium to our canvas. We prefer to use the pattern as opposed to the canvas. We find that it gives us more flexibility. And from the point of view of teaching your staff and educating others that aren't doing it, this is a way better way of doing it because you're not damaging good quality material. So this is a type of fabric. You may use a plastic woven or a paper or a Tyvek, whatever it is, but each of these ways is going to make sure that you can teach someone and show them some different little tricks rather than use the raw fabric. So now we're going to go from here. Thanks, mate. Great job. We're going to go from here. We're going to transfer this onto the bench, and then we're going to transfer this onto a piece of fabric.